But he says, I will vindicate my name. Those who hear of it will know that I am the Lord. How many times in the deliverance of Israel from Egypt, did this come up? And they will know that I'm the Lord. They will know that I'm the Lord. Do you know why all this has happened? The creation of the world, the fall, the cross. Have you ever thought about it? It's to reveal who God is. That someone would look at the work of salvation, not only in the cross, but in the individual believer. And when I say someone, I'm not talking just about men, but all the created order, every sentient being, principalities, powers, mights, dominions, they're all beholding God. You say, well, then why does God have to reveal anything about himself? They're looking at him. Yes, they're looking at him and his omnipotence, his omniscience, his omnipresence, his holiness, his righteousness, so many things. But without a fall, there is no demonstration of mercy. Without a fall, there is no demonstration of grace. Without a fall, without a work of salvation, there can be no demonstration of the fullness of God's love. All the things we sing about in our hymns would be unknown to heaven. So he says, I am going to do a work of salvation, and its principal purpose is revelatory. I am going to reveal all of creation who I. Now, let's throw something out here that sometimes will get you in trouble in circles of academia. He says, I'm going to do this so that they all know that I am the Lord. I'm going to do it for my own glory. I am going to take center stage and show everyone the fullness of all that I am so that they worship me. Now, if I'm in a class of philosophy, all of a sudden, what am I going to hear? Megalomaniac. Right? I mean, he wants to take center stage so that everyone worships him. What a megalomaniac, a divine narcissist. You know, I hear those ugly terms, and boy, they're going to have to answer for them one day. Let me show you how that God taking center stage is the kindest thing that God could ever do, the greatest gift he could ever confer upon anyone. Let's say that before I leave here, I walk over to you and hand you a piece of bubble gum. Now, would this be a proper response? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And then you spend the rest of your life, you run around to everyone in the church, look at what Paul gave me bubble gum. And then one day, 30 years from now, you're sitting by the fireplace and all your grandchildren are around you, and there's a big picture over the fireplace of Brother Paul. Grandpa, why is that picture there? One day, and you're not going to believe this, Paul Washer gave me a piece of bubble gum. Didn't even chew it. It's right there in a glass box. You know, you've got problems. You need counseling. But what if I gave you my life, my internal organs that you might live? Still be a little much, but at least it would make a lot more sense. Maybe have a picture of me at least sitting on your mantle. Grandpa, who's that? That's the man that gave me the organs I needed. He died, and well, you wouldn't even be here if he hadn't done that. All right, now that's a pitiful illustration, but what I'm trying to say is, love is demonstrated by the magnitude of the gift. The magnitude of the gift demonstrates, in a perfect world, the magnitude of the love. The gift, the magnitude of it, the size of it, the worth of it, demonstrates something about the kindness being shown. What is the greatest gift that God could ever give anyone? To take center stage and allow them to see him.